Hello everyone. In this video, an overview on Sirach 50 and its verses will be read to you. A separate video with commentaries and reflection questions, together with model answers, will be released later. Overview of Sirach 50. The theme of Sirach 50 is praise for Simeon the high priest and his accomplishments. Simeon is praised for his piety, his leadership, and his work in restoring the temple. The chapter concludes with a prayer for peace and mercy for Israel. Main points. Simeon is highly esteemed among his brothers and the glory of his people. 50 verse 1. During his ministry, the house of God was inspected and he restored the temple. 50 verse 1. He also dug out a reservoir and built a wall with fortress towers for the royal palace. 50 verse 2-3. He took care of his people and fought their enemies. 50 verse 4. He was a wise and just ruler. 50 verses 5-10. He was a faithful priest who served the Lord God Most High. 50 verses 11-15. He prayed for his people and they were delivered from their enemies. 50 verses 16-22. May the Lord grant us joyfulness of heart and peace in our days in Israel for the days of eternity. 50 verses 23-24. Conclusion. Sirach 50 is a beautiful and moving tribute to a great leader and priest. It is also a reminder of the importance of faith, wisdom, and justice in leadership. Sirach 50 verses 1-12. Simeon, son of Jochanan. 1. Greatest of his family, the glory of his people, was Simeon the priest, son of Jochanan, in whose time the house of God was renovated, in whose days the temple was reinforced. 2. In his time also the retaining wall was built with powerful turrets for the temple precincts. 3. In his time the reservoir was dug, a pool as vast as the sea. 4. He protected the people against brigands and strengthened the city against the enemy. 5. How splendid he was as he looked out from the tent, as he came from behind the veil. 6. Like a star shining among the clouds, like the full moon at the festal season. 7. Like sun shining upon the temple of the king, like a rainbow appearing in the cloudy sky. 8. Like blossoms on the branches in springtime, like a lily by running waters. Like a green shoot on Lebanon in summer. 9. Like the fire of incense at sacrifice, like a vessel of hammered gold, studded with all kinds of precious stones. 10. Like a luxuriant olive tree heavy with fruit, a plant with branches abounding in oil. 11. Wearing his glorious robes, and vested in sublime magnificence, as he ascended the glorious altar and lent majesty to the court of the sanctuary. 12. When he received the portions from the priests while he stood before the sacrificial wood, his sons stood round him like a garland, like young cedars on Lebanon, and like poplars by the brook they surrounded him. Sirach 50 verses 13-24. 13. All the sons of Aaron in their glory, with the offerings to the Lord in their hands, in the presence of the whole assembly of Israel. 14. Once he had completed the service at the altar and arranged the sacrificial hearth for the Most High. 15. And had stretched forth his hand for the cup, to offer blood of the grape, and poured it out at the foot of the altar, a sweet-smelling odor to God the Most High. 16. Then the sons of Aaron would sound a blast, the priests, on their trumpets of beaten metal, a blast to resound mightily as a reminder before the Most High. 17. All the people with one accord would fall with face to the ground in adoration before the Most High, before the Holy One of Israel. 18. Then hymns would re-echo, and over the throng sweet strains of praise resound. 19. All the people of the land would shout for joy, praying to the Merciful One, as the high priest completed the service at the altar by presenting to God the fitting sacrifice. 20. Then coming down he would raise his hands over all the congregation of Israel, the blessing of the Lord would be upon his lips, the name of the Lord would be his glory. 21. The people would again fall down to receive the blessing of the Most High. 22. And now, bless the God of all, who has done wonders on earth, who fosters growth from the womb, fashioning it according to his will. 23. May he grant you a wise heart and abide with you in peace. 24. May his goodness towards Simeon last forever, may he fulfill for him the covenant with Phinehas so that it may not be abrogated for him or his descendants while the heavens last. Sirach 50 verses 25 to 29. Epilogue. 25. My whole being loathes two nations, the third is not even a people. 26. The inhabitants of Seir and Philistia, and the foolish people who dwell in Shechem. 27. Wise instruction, appropriate proverbs, I have written in this book, I, Yeshua ben Eleazar ben Sirach, as they poured forth from my heart's understanding. 28. Happy those who meditate upon these things, wise those who take them to heart. 29. If they put them into practice, they can cope with anything, for the fear of the Lord is their lamp.
Thank you for viewing. May God bless you today and always.